Well, we got everything planted. Now let's get it growing. Hey folks, welcome back to the Rockin' Sea Homestead. My name's Lance. I want to welcome you to our channel and our homestead here. And like I was saying, we got everything planted, but now it's come time to fertilize. So we use a couple different methods to fertilize. Once the plants are planted, usually I do about a week out, and then at that point I start fertilizing with just a 20-20-20 blend. So make sure I get this right. So it's 20% nitrogen, 20% phosphorus, and 20% potash. And it's a very balanced, very similar to what you'd find in like Miracle-Gro and those kind of things. Just a big bag of it here. And we're going to put that on all of our new plants we put down in the last week or so. That's what they need. They need a very balanced kind of nutrient base, just so not only do they get good healthy roots, they get good healthy leaves and everything else. And then for our items that have already been grown, like our garlic and our onions, we're going to combine these two. So this is a 10-50-2-10. So overall, when it's all combined, it's going to be like a 30-72-30. And that's what we've been using for the last couple of years, and it's worked great. This is a method that we picked up from a gentleman down south of us called Leon Sloan, and that boy can grow some stuff. Let me tell you, he's an old-time farmer, and he just knows his stuff. If you guys have seen some of his YouTube channel, he does great, and I got this from him, and like I said, it's worked great for us, so that's what we're going to show you. So come along, and we'll show you how we do this. All right, so how this works is, like I said earlier, we're going to start with the 20-20-20 blend for almost everything we have right now, and the mixture for this is it's water soluble, and it's a 1 tablespoon per gallon of water. So we just use like a milk jug. It's easier to figure out how much a gallon is. And then I have to use actually a half a tablespoon because it kind of fits a little bit better. But you just dig out a spoonful here. Just dump it in there. And since we're going for a tablespoon, do one more. And then what I do is just fill this up full of water, mix it up, and then just start pouring it around my plants. All right, so now since I got the fertilizer mixed in with the water on the raised beds, I just come in and kind of just dump just a little bit of it right around the edges. And not just too much, but just enough to kind of get it wet for now. So usually a whole jug will get the whole bed for me. Usually there's about 8 to 10 plants in it. This one doesn't have quite as many. And for a week, that's fine. So we finished up all of the 20-20-20 for these beds back here. Now we're just going to start working on these self-wicking beds. So there's a couple different ways to do this. Right now, since these beds are pretty full of water already, and these plants really don't have a lot of root system, I'm just going to top dress them. Later in the season, I'll actually pour the mixture in here and it'll fill up the whole bottom. I usually do that with a 5-gallon bucket and just pour it into a funnel, and then it goes in there. If you have just this, you can't pour it, but these things will take up to 15-20 gallons worth of water. So having to fill these up is going to take a while. That's why a 5-gallon bucket's a little bit better. But for now, we can just top dress it, just like we did with the tomatoes. And I just kind of put it around the plant. And again, this will, about 1 jug worth will take care of 2 beds since there's only 4 plants in each, just like that. And that will just soak in, and those plants will just soak it up and grow hardy. Okay, now we're on to mixing both bags together. So I'm using a tablespoon of the 20-20-20. Then I'm gonna get a 1/2 tablespoon of the 10-52-10. Fill it full of water. Now it's time to go get the onions. Well, folks, hopefully you guys enjoyed that and you learned something, and it helped you guys out when it comes to knowing how to fertilize your garden and when you should fertilize it. So this will be our weekly routine from here on out throughout the summer. And like I said, we may change up a little bit depending on top dressing versus inside of the self-watering bed, but all the rest of it will get top dressed. We're not big proponents of trying to shove it through the irrigation system, just because sometimes you get real spotty areas where some get more, some get less. It's not very consistent. So that's why we just try to do it by hand. We kind of know how much each plant's getting, and it's just more consistent that way. So that's how we like it. But guys, thanks for coming back, watching our video. And for those that have been watching this for a long time here, as you can see, I don't have crutches. I do have a little walking stick just to give me a little bit of support. I've been released from the crutches finally. Now I just have to learn how to re-walk without hunching over and limping a little bit. But hey, I'm getting there. Thanks to you guys for all your support and kind words that we've seen on social media and all those things and comments. So appreciate that. And guys, from our homestead to yours, have a blessed day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.